Why am I still buying Turbo as of right now? It's because the way I view it is that the lower something is, hypothetically, the more room it has to grow. Even though that's not financial advice, some people are wondering maybe, right? Is 50 cents still my price target for it during this bull run? Hypothetically, yes, because the way I view it is that Turbo is a very special meme coin. And especially as of right now, when I take a look at the price, man, I do really love it because my mentality is this. If I loved Turbo months ago, I love it even more as of right now. It's only logical. I mean, just to put a real life scenario, let's say I want to get a MacBook, right? And then let's say it's like $2,000 or whatever. And let's say for whatever reason there's a discount, like $500 off. Would I then at that point be like, oh yeah, man, I don't want it because it's cheaper? What? That would make no sense, right? Of course, if I liked it at $2,000, I'll love it even more at $2,500. Now, again, I'm applying that same mentality here. Now, granted, no one has to follow what I'm doing. This is just my personal, thought process behind this, right? But this is just the way I want to do things. Because if I love something again when the price is high, then I'll love it when the price is low. If anything, if the price is lower, I'll be able to accumulate more at a lower price. So why is that bad? Now, keep in mind as well, Turbo has quote unquote dipped so much to the point that 50 cents is currently around a 130x from here. I mean, just let that sink in. 130x. That's kind of crazy. Now, is going to the price of 50 cents all that crazy, though? I don't really think so, because if it were to go to that price, considering current circulating supply, market cap would be around $34.5 billion, which isn't too bad, by the way. Like we've seen Shiba Inu reach around 40 billion back in 2021. We've seen Dogecoin reach over 80 billion that year as well. So I'm not talking about Turbo is going to, have these record-breaking figures, which are going to be absolutely jaw-dropping. It's not going to be something like that. But in my opinion, achieving maybe just a glimpse of Dogecoin could already be more than sufficient. Let's take this also into consideration. If, let's say, Turbo were to only go, let's say, to the price of 25 cents, that's already over a 60x from here. That's kind of crazy, right? This could be something already very legendary, in my opinion, let alone 50 cents, which is, of course, still my price target for it during this bull run. I'm not changing that, right? I thought that months ago, and I'll think about it as of right now. I'm not giving up. I don't easily give up like that. That's not my style. And some people out there, they want to spread fear and FUD about Turbo, and they're free to speak what they want to believe and when it comes to this, right? However, I'm going to speak how I feel about this as well, and that is the fact that I'm still bullish. I'm going to stand by that because I think the journey is still far from over. Keep in mind, typically altcoins is a worst case scenario. They usually peak around 18 months after a Bitcoin halving event. Now, when did the last Bitcoin halving event happen? It happened in April of last year. So actually 18 months from then would actually mean around October this year. So again, historically, as worst case, we could still have a ways to go. And imagine once Bitcoin reaches that next level of 150,000, 200,000, and maybe even beyond, this could be a very special bull run in my opinion. Now, who has a, similar mindset as to how amazing this bull run could probably be? That is someone like Charles Hoskinson. Now, Charles, he is the co-founder of Ethereum and also actually the founder of Cardano, which is very impressive. But even besides that, on November of 2024, right, he did say that 1 to 2 years from then, again, a video that he was part of back then, right? Again, 1 to 2 years from then, he said that he could very well see Bitcoin reaching anywhere between $250,000 all the way up to $500,000. I mean, just let that sink in. If, let's say, Bitcoin were to just go to the price of $250,000, Turbo at the price of 50 cents, would it be that crazy? Yeah, I don't know about that, right? I don't think so, really, because I do view this as a bull run that could be so special. And if we assume Charles Hoskinson's worst case scenario price target for Bitcoin, which is 250,000, and best case scenario timeline for Bitcoin, right, to maybe achieve this, let's say a year from November, so that's over this year. Again, if Bitcoin were to reach $250,000 in November this year, I mean, at that point, it's going to be an amazing season for not only just altcoins, but also for these very fantastic meme coins. And of course, Turbo is also an altcoin, but I'm just saying, more specifically when it comes to the subcategory, right? When it comes to the category of these meme coins, I do believe that it could be very special. Now, let's not forget, when it comes to this bull run, another major factor is the fact that there's currently over 600 million crypto owners, according to Crypto.com research. This could be a very special bull run in my opinion. I mean, Back in the peak of the 2021 bull run, keep in mind, there was roughly around 300 million crypto owners. Now we have over 600 million. This could be a very special bull run, but it's just only a matter of time, in my opinion. And keep in mind also, again, 2021, with significantly less crypto owners, Shiba, and Dogecoin was able to do that. Now, granted, there was less competition back then, but again, that's why I'm saying that Turbo this time around won't even be able to defeat Shiba, or Dogecoin in the long term, even despite the increased amount of crypto owners, because I totally understand that, there is a lot more competition, but I just don't get why Turbo won't become like the number 4 player or something like that, or like the number 3 maybe in this space, because when you take a look at it, Turbo is a very fantastic meme coin in the sense that it's very unique. It's a meme coin created by AI. Now, this does not mean that it has these fantastic A+ AI capabilities, because it clearly does not have that, at least from what I've seen. But it doesn't really matter, because this is a good marketing statement, I would say. It's a good marketing gimmick, quote unquote. People like to say, oh yeah, it's tacky. Well, it's kind of working, to be honest, because even I believe in it. But even besides that, when I take a look at Turbo, even though, a meme coin isn't supposed to have a tremendous A+ use case, Turbo is showcasing that, hey, we're a little bit different than others, in a sense that they're at least trying to have somewhat of a good use case, because we take a look at not too long ago, right, through Aurora Labs, it was announced that there's going to be something called, Turbo Chain and Turbo Swap. Turbo Swap is basically a decentralized exchange. Is this going to have the best adoption? No, but people sometimes just want good optics, if that makes sense. They just want to see it, showcase that it's not being lazy, if that makes sense. Which is why I'm not giving up when it comes to Turbo. 50 cents, that's still my price target for this bull run. As of right now, all I can do is control what I can control. I can't wave some magic wand or do something with a crystal ball or whatever to say, oh yeah, things are going to have to peak at this time. I don't know about that. What I can control is just dollar cost averaging. So anytime an income, I'm acquiring, I'm holding, and I'm just waiting. Literally, that's it. I'm not giving up. And again, 50 cents as my price target for this bull run, hypothetically. And that's why I'm still buying Turbo, and I'm not giving up. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. It's Willie the Captain, and I'll catch you all in the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.